How much is...
You need to fuck me every night.
What?
Moves for Atlanta. And how I moves for Atlanta.
Now that I am in my 30s, I am trying to find a husband.
He gonna marry you when he wanna marry you.
10 years?
Still, it don't matter.
Bye. The outpour that I'm getting from y'all, it is making me so emotional. Like, this...
I didn't lose my virginity to a guy until I moved to him. That's fuck that.
Whenever I needed them, I'm so thankful for them. Like, you are a liar. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Pep Talk. I am your host, Pepper Braxton, and I am here with another special guest. Gabby, what the fuck is good?
What's up?
Bitch,
Thank
what's
you for having me.
Yes, it's been a long time coming.
Yes.
You want to know what's so funny, Gabby? Around the time I was meeting you, because me and you talked before we started. Around the time I was meeting you, I was getting over the stuff that I was going through. And I remember meeting you, and I just loved your energy. And I was like, I would love one day when I start my podcast for this girl to be on my podcast.
Yes,
and here we are today.
I know. I saw you and I was like, I want to be on your podcast.
Yeah.
I watched your videos with my friends and I was like, yeah, I want to come. So let me know when you're ready for me. And here we are.
So the first question I want to ask you, I ask all my guests just to check their temperature. How are you mentally? How are you feeling today? Where are you at in today's climate?
I am actually in a really good space, even though there's like a whole bunch of crazy shit going on in the world. I'm really in a good space. I recently got over a breakup. That was
so no
really
Valentine's
rough.
Day for you.
No. Thank God. Because I don't have to spend no money on no man. Thank you. But no, like I am really in a good space. Things have been flourishing. I have some really good things coming up this year that I'm really excited to share with everybody. And I'm really just happy. Like I'm happy to be single again and not have to be worrying about no man and checking in with no man, nothing about no man. It's just all about me right now. So I'm really happy.
Girl, I'm the opposite. I think I'm ready to date. I need me some niggas around. I don't got no niggas. I ain't been messing around with nobody.
Yes.
I'm just like, okay, so let the Pepper Pews know where you from and how old are you?
So I am 29. I am from West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm originally from West Palm Beach, but I basically grew up in Gainesville, Florida. So I moved to Gainesville like 4th or 5th grade. But all the like I went to school there, and then like I spent all of my summers in West Palm. I didn't really start hanging around Gainesville people until my 9th grade year. So it's like one of those things. Like I'm originally from West Palm. I was kind of raised in Gainesville, but I also was raised in West Palm Beach. So it's kind of one of those things. But I'm originally from West Palm, but grew up in Gainesville, Florida. So,
do you have any siblings?
I do. I have a brother. He is 4 years older than me. And we grew up together. They're from my mom. Like we're both from the same parents. And then my dad just recently had another baby. Left my little sister. She's 8 years old, but he started all over.
My mama just recently had a baby, and she's 5.
Yes, isn't that crazy?
That's
like,
crazy
why
as
did
hell.
you start all over? Like we grown as fuck now. Like I just hit 29. Like you 8 years ago had another baby. Like what were you thinking? But you know,
shit happens.
Shit definitely happens.
But how was it for you growing up? How was it growing up as Gabby with your siblings, being in Florida? Like what was the climate like? What was it like being in school?
A lot of people think I came from like a silver spoon-fed family. I did not. We definitely had our struggles. My mom was on food stamps. You know, my mom was a single parent. My mom was. My brother has a lot of heart issues and stuff like that, so we're in and out of hospital a lot. It was tough. It definitely was tough, but I was always surrounded by love. Even though my mom and my dad weren't together growing up, I still had both of my parents in my life. So a lot of people be like, "Oh, you must ain't had no dad in your life." No, I definitely
What?
did. Yes, you know how people be like, "Oh, you
What
turned
the
out
fuck?
the way you turned out because you ain't had no dad in your life." And I absolutely did have a dad in my life. Me and my dad were actually way closer than my dad and my brother were. Um, it was, I came from struggle. Like I definitely struggled coming up, but also my mom, she tried everything in her power to not show us the struggles. But now that I'm older, I can remember certain things and now it makes sense. So other than that, growing up in school, when I was younger, I used to have to fight a lot. To like, my brother really was the one fighting for real. To just like protect me and stick up for me. People call me gay and shit like that, and he was just being a big brother. And then when I got into middle school and high school, all that really changed. Like everybody really loved me. Like
That's when your personality was coming in.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, and I didn't come out until ninth grade, going into 10th grade, but everybody always knew. Like I had girlfriends and everything, but like it really was just a cover up. But like once I hit middle school and high school, like I was so loved. Like I just was one of those gay boys. I was a cheerleader too.
I was too.
Yes, yes. So
I was that
just,
bitch
thank
from
you.
Clark.
Hello. So I didn't like really experience like, people would still talk shit about me. I'm not gonna say like, oh, like, no, people definitely still talk shit about me, but I didn't have a bad upbringing within within being in school and stuff like that when it comes to that. I was really loved. My Gainesville, like my city loves me for sure. So I was very blessed to have experienced that because I do know how it feels to be bullied and always having to fight and stick up for yourself, and it's like fuck, like this shit is tiring. Like
I do have two questions, and I want to make sure that the difference is understood in them. When did you know, like, as a young adolescent, that you were different in the fact of, like, oh, I might be gay, versus discovering, like, oh, I may be trans?
Like, so I always knew I was different. I remember as like a little boy, I used to pray like, please God, make me like the other boys. Please, because I have a flick in my wrist, a twist in my walk. My mom's telling me you gotta act this way, you gotta do this and stuff like that. And it's like, that's just not how I felt. Like I'm looking at other boys and we playing house. I want to be the mama.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be the mama, bitch. And if I can't be the mama, I don't want to play.
Right.
So, it was little stuff like that growing up that just kind of made me think like, I'm different, but what am I? Like, where do I fit? And so growing up, then I, discovered what being gay was. Then I eventually came out my 9th, 10th grade year. I didn't know what being trans was until my first time going to a gay club.
Mm-hmm. And how old was you when you went to the gay club?
I was probably like 17.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like 17. And it's so crazy. So, so, so crazy. Giselle that does
Pageants.
ballroom and stuff like that. Yes.
Ballroom pageant.
So she from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So she used to come to Gainesville and go to the gay club and stuff like that. And one day she came up to me. She's always been absolutely beautiful. I remember I watched her do a show at the gay club or whatever the case may be. And this bitch like a real woman. I'm like,
to this day,
what
she
the
looked just
fuck
like her
is
mama.
this? Like, what is this? Like, the only person that I knew that was like feminine and that I felt like I fit was Gigi Gorgeous. And so then when I'm seeing Giselle in person, I'm like, and then she came up to me. She was like, "You want to be a girl?" And I was like, "No, no, I don't want to be no girl." She was like, "You gonna be a girl one day?" I was like, who the fuck is this bitch telling me what the fuck I'm gonna be? So,
do you feel like trans women can tell as a trans woman? Do you feel like you can see that through other?
Yes.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can see it for others.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. And I will say I've always been super pretty, super feminine, super like just, you know what I'm saying? So, and even after that, I still was kind of like in denial because I didn't know nothing about hormones. I didn't know nothing about being trans. I didn't know you can even be that. First, I was like confused because I was actually in a relationship with a gay man. And so it was coming to a point to where I'm like, I do not feel comfortable in my body as a gay boy anymore. Like I'm putting on wigs, and this is like the peak. Like this is like me starting to grow my platform. Companies are sending me outfits and wigs, and I'm getting into I guess yes, exactly. And so I'm like, hold on, like I feel comfortable. Like when I take it off, I'm like feel weird in my body. And I was like, wait, like so I'm literally going through a transition in my head, like, I don't think that this is me anymore. And my boyfriend at the time, he was like, I don't care that you dress out and stuff because you look good, but like I want to be with a boy. And mind you, I was engaged. So I'm like, I done found the love of my life. Like, why am I gonna try to change myself for for me when this person loves me already for who I am right now? And so I was kind of young in love and in denial or whatever the case may be. And I was just like, this is like no. And so then as time went by, I kept saying like I want to transition, and then we broke up, and he said something to one of my friends' mom, was like, I don't want to be with no girl. And at that moment it was literally a light bulb moment in my head. I'm like, it just switched. I'm like, fuck him. And a few months later I went and got on my own, and I'm here now.
my God. So how did you go about getting the hormones? You got street models or you went to a doctor?
No, I went to a doctor.
You went to a doctor?
Yeah, I went to
How did that go about?
I had to go through therapy. I was already going through therapy. And I just told my doctor, like, I told my therapist I'm ready to like transition. And he was like, I see it. Like, this is my therapist. I had already been going to him, talking about him because I was trying to figure myself out. Like, where do I fit? I don't fit as a straight man. I don't fit as a gay boy. I don't know where I'm at in this life. And so when I told him like I want to transition, he was just like, okay, like I'll write you off. So he wrote me off. I took my little golden ticket to a HRT doctor, and boom, I got on hormones like maybe a couple weeks after that.
So, okay, so can you tell me how it was when you came out to your mother as gay, and then did you have to come out again as trans?
Okay, so my mom has always known. She always knew I was gay. One day, it was my New Year's resolution that I was going to come out to my mom. And I was like, I am tired of putting on this front. I need to tell this lady so I could just live my truth. And I knew it wasn't ever going to be an issue. My mom has always been supportive. Like, my mom, she is like the black sheep of our family. So she, even when my family members would talk shit about me and stuff like that, she used to clear them. She took us away from one side of my family because they are very judgmental people. And so I always knew it was never going to be an issue. Like she's always, my mom's Cuban, so she's very affectionate. Like her kids are everything. Like my mama never really had no friends. Like my auntie was her only friend. People don't come to the house. She's all about her kids and that's it. So I knew it wasn't going to be an issue. And then I just sat her down on the bed. I called her into my room, and she sat on the edge of the bed like this, and I laid across the bed with my head in her lap this way. And I was like, Mom, I'm gay. And she was like, how do you know you're gay? And I'm like, girl, because I'm gay. Like, bitch, I've been, you know what I'm saying, dealing with that. But like, girl, I know, you know what I'm saying? I know. Like, I've been new. Like, and she was like, okay, well, have you done anything to know that you actually like it? And I'm just like, yeah.
You did?
Yes. And I was like, and I just busted out crying. Like I was so emotional. And she just sat there and she rubbed my head and she was like, I love you no matter what. I will always support you. You are my child, and this is who you are. So, whatever. And me and my mom are best friends. So I'm December 13th, my mom's December 19th.
Oh, you a Sagittarius?
Yes.
Girl, I love me some motherfucking Sagittarius, bitch. I'm a Virgo, so Virgos, we love Sagittarius. Yes. I want to be a Sagittarius nigga.
But yeah, so when I told her like I want to transition, she was with it. She was like, just do it the right way. Like And it wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be getting her to respect my pronouns. She respected off the bat. You know, at the beginning she would fuck up here and there, but we cuss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, girl, put it up just like that with the
Okay,
curse
period.
words. This is real. This is real
Thank
life.
you. Hello. So she would like mess up here and there, whatever, and then ever since then I've been her daughter.
How was it with your brother?
My brother, it was hard coming out as gay.
Mm-hmm.
He felt betrayed. He's like, I had to half of my fights was because I was protecting you just for you to turn out exactly how everybody says it was gonna turn out. So he felt betrayed. He got me back and everything. Yeah, it was really bad. We didn't talk for like 2 months, and we lived in the same house. It was really bad, and it was killing my mom. It was killing my mom. But he eventually came around. My brother don't play by me. My brother's 6'4", 20-something pounds. My brother is a very big man. He don't play by me at all.
Another thing I want to touch on, Gabby, I did not know you're Cuban.
Yeah, I'm Cuban and Dominican.
I did not know that. I don't know what I thought you were, but I just didn't know that.
A lot of them think I'm white.
I didn't think you were white. You too tanned.
Yes.
To be white.
A lot of people think I'm white.
But that's interesting. Your mama and your dad is Cuban?
No, my dad's Dominican. My mom's Cuban.
That's interesting. So did you date in high school?
I was messing around
with the older men.
No, I was messing around with boys and myself.
You was?
Yeah.
Detroit or like other which one?
Yeah, no.
Detroit?
Yes, God, yes, always. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I was never like in a relationship. I actually got my first boyfriend. It was like a long distance thing. He was a white boy. You remember Ryan Sheckler, the skateboarder?
Yeah.
He looked just like him. He had like the hair, everything. But other than that, I was just messing with boys on the low.
So what you was doing, like doing the little 1-2s? Like, why was you was giving them head and stuff? Like, what was that giving?
I wasn't as sexually active as like most people would think, but I did dibble and dabble here and there. But a lot of them, you know, we would just be flirting and stuff, texting.
So how old were you when you had your first boyfriend?
Like my first like real boyfriend, because remember I was dating that boy, but he was long distance.
Okay.
So
y'all had never seen each other in person?
My mom actually took me to go see him.
What? Bitch, that is interesting.
Yes.
How was that?
Yes, it was so crazy. Like I'm telling you, my mom is literally I love my mom. Like I love her so much. He came down on a family vacation to Daytona Beach, and my mom took me to Daytona, got a hotel for the weekend and everything, and we just went out on the beach and we was just acting like we was friends, but we really was.
That was so nice.
Yes.
Gabby, we have a lot in common, girl, because my freshman year, my boyfriend used to live with me.
For real?
My boyfriend was adopted. He was black and he was adopted by white people. And he told them he was gay and they put him out. And I remember I was like crying to my mama and I was telling her like, my boyfriend's getting put out, like his family's putting him out of his house. And my mama was like, why are they putting him out of his house? And I was like, because he told them that he was gay. And she was like, tell him he can move in. She was like, y'all just can't have sex. And my mother let him move in. He stayed with us for 9 months and my mother loved him. My mother loved him. How was your first heartbreak?
It was bad. It was really bad. It was with the same guy that I was just telling you about.
The one that said he didn't want to be with a girl?
Yes, mind you, we were engaged. He was engaged.
How old were you with this guy?
Huh?
How old were you with this guy?
I was like a freshman in college. It was bad. We broke up because he put his hands on me. And unfortunately, like, I witnessed my mom getting beat by my dad growing up, and I used to confide in him how that has traumatized me and has carried with me even through my adulthood. And he turned around and did the same thing. So he had to go. And it was really hard because we were really big on the internet. We were super viral. Everybody was trying to fuck him. Like, he came out with me. Like, when he came out, like, it was so crazy. Like, he was from Ocala, which is like 25, 30 minutes away. It's like a whole nother city. And he was well known out there too. So when he came out with me, and then me being who I am, motherfuckers in Ocala know who I was. It was just a really big thing. So, and then on top of that, we're like internet sensations. Like everything is going viral. Like, it was just a big thing back then. And so he was getting a lot of clout and stuff like that. But I will say he was a Pisces man. I will say that he really taught me how someone should treat you. When I tell you this man worshiped the ground I walked on, I never had to worry about him cheating on me. I looked multiple times and shit like that. But it was like I was really, really happy. Like when I tell you he know how to treat me, like he really set the bar for like my relationships after that. But it was a really bad breakup. Like we fought, he went to jail.
You called the police on him?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
He whooped my ass.
It was a one-off or like it was okay.
Yes, twice. The first time I didn't. The second time I did. And then they was taking him to jail. But he really, honestly, we both was gonna go to jail. But make the long story short, I had posted some shit about him on Instagram because I was hurt. And
what year is this?
2019.
Okay. This is recent.
No, maybe 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think we broke up towards the 2018. I posted some shit about him on Instagram. He found out about it. He tried to go to my job and fight me. I wasn't there. He came to my house. My roommate let him in. He came upstairs and was recording me like, bitch, stop playing with me. Stop posting me on your Instagram. Da-da-da. So I got up.
Y'all was still in a relationship at this time?
No, we was breaking up.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the second time.
Okay.
The first time, he put his hands on me. And then a second time, that's when we was broken up. And we was in that toxic stage. So I posted some shit about him, which is so childish of me, but whatever. And so he was trying to get his get back and was trying to post some shit about me. So he came in the house like, yeah, bitch, stop playing with me, da-da-da, boo-boo. And so I got up and I went to the room and I tried to close the door and he was still recording. He pushed the door in. So when he pushed the door in, we just went at it. So mind you, I'm wearing acrylic nails. I had long stiletto tip nails. Bitch, I'm bleeding everywhere.
You transitioning at this point?
No.
Okay.
No. I was just, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And so yeah, he and then he showed the video to the cop, and it showed that he was the aggressor, so they took him to jail. Mind you, when he came out, his mom was not fucking with me. His mom did not like me, or whatever. And this happened maybe in February. We finally met after almost like 4 years of us being together.
Girl, y'all still got the boots.
Yes, we was together for a long time. And I finally met her on Christmas. She fell in love with me. We became really close. And then 2 months later, we broke up.
Damn.
So she started calling my phone like, what happened to my son? Da-da-da. I'm like, girl, fuck your son, bitch.
What was his nationality?
Black.
Okay. Okay. You like black guys?
I do. Yeah.
Do you want kids?
I do. I want at least one.
Really?
Yeah.
Girl, you gotta hit the high 10. By 10, we get older, girl.
I know.
When you'll be 30? Oh, December.
Yes.
So
I got like 2-3 more years. I don't want to be no old parent.
I just said the same thing yesterday. Bless you. Bless you. I just said the same thing while I was recording yesterday. Do you want a husband?
I do.
You want a family?
But I am not going to have kids unless we are in a relationship and they have a father figure. I'm not going to have kids just to have kids.
Gabby, we see each other, girl.
I need them to have that mom and dad. I need it.
Okay, we about to play.
I'm not interested in that.
We about to play a game.
Okay.
This game is called This or That. Okay. So basically, I'm just going to give you 2 things, and you're going to tell me which one out of the 2 you like. The first one was straight up butch queens, but you already said you don't like butch queens. You like bad boys or nice guys?
A little bit of both.
You like a little bit of both?
Yes, I need it. I need a little bit of both.
He got to be okay.
Yes.
Do you prefer a day party or a nightclub?
A day party. Now that I'm older, I like day parties.
I'm a night owl. I want to go outside at nighttime.
So see, but the thing is, I work in corporate, so bitch, I be having to go to work. So it's just like it depends. It really doesn't matter. But I do like day parties.
I do.
Like a rooftop
I enjoy them, but if I had
vibe,
to pick, I want to go to a club. One has to go away forever. You can't have no weave or no makeup. Which one?
No weave.
If one
or
had to
no
go
makeup.
forever, like you got to take away one. You can't
No
wear
makeup.
no makeup. Okay, because you sit without it.
Yeah,
Hello, thank you.
exactly. And I like to give different looks.
Okay.
So, and I don't wear makeup as much. Only when I go out and stuff.
When
like
I met
that,
you, you didn't
but-
have on makeup.
Mhm.
Light liquor or dark liquor?
Light.
You drink tequila or vodka?
Tequila.
Down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Weed or hookah?
Weed.
Okay. I didn't even know you smoked weed, Gabby.
Foods, yeah.
Girlfie.
Mhm.
Okay, you having a night cop with a guy. Do you want him to come to you or do you want to go to him?
Go to him.
Why you want to go to him?
Because I don't like everybody knowing
Know
where
where
I
you
lay my
live?
head at.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
don't
like the
that
bitch. I want
at
them
all.
to come to me.
Mm-mm. And I need to see how you live.
Heard you. Okay.
I need to see how you live.
Dates. Do you prefer a dinner date or activities?
Damn, I love both. Because I need to be able to have fun with you.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have to choose dinner, because I like getting cute and dressed up and just being pranced around.
Mm-hmm. Nails. Do you like a stiletto or French manicure?
French only, boo. Thank you.
Heard
Check
you.
it. Check it.
Thank you. Okay, now we're gonna get into Romeo and Isabella.
Oh,
That's a scripted show that you're a cast member of. Can you tell me about that? How did you get the role?
So the director actually had been trying to work with me for some years now, but nothing he had was kind of drawing my attention. And then he hit me up about a script that he was provided, and it just fit. It fit me, and so I was like, okay.
Did you always know that was something you wanted to get into?
I've always liked it, yes, because I have done skits and stuff like that. My best friend's a film director, and so yes. But Romeo and Isabella, I did not know what the fuck I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that movie. I hate it. I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
Just because, like, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really take it as serious. There was a lot of like things that just happened on set, like with like wardrobe and hair and shit like that, that kind of just went south. And I'm like, oh my God. I didn't know how to read a script in improv. I was the only one there. That was my first time. Everyone else had done movies before. So just like watching it, I just cringed.
Girl, I be going through your comments, girl. The fish be liking that movie.
Yes.
Fish be going up for that movie.
Yes. And so it's still to this day, people stop me. Still to this day, I'm getting messages. I just filmed another movie though, so that should be out by summertime.
You can say something about it. What's the name of it?
It's Corrupted Echoes. And that's all I can say.
Okay. What is it about DL men that you like?
It's not more so about them being DL, it's the masculinity. I love masculinity. I am a girl. I don't. And that's why I can't really get into the Butch Queen thing, because I can't really fuck
like
with
them
the femme and stuff. Like, yeah, them my sisters. Like, I like masculinity, but I'm just more so now kind of going over to the men, like, if you just a regular man and you still DL, like, grow the fuck up. If you can't, okay, I get the whole not posting on social media thing. I get that. I'm okay with that, because my next relationships would, like, you'll never be able to know who my man is. You'll know I have a man, but you just won't know who it is. But if we can't go to dinner, if I can't drag you to Target with me, if you can't go to Publix with me and be out just in broad daylight with me, I'm not interested.
Be sure to tune in to part 2 of Pep Talk.